Hello, I'm Dr. Lance Morris, and welcome to my weekly YouTube post. This is number 10 in the current series. In last week's post, I shared that I wanted to introduce you to the work of Michael Newton. Michael is a clinical psychologist and specializes in regressive hypnosis. In traditional psychotherapy, hypnosis is not often used as a primary clinical tool. Regressive hypnosis is used even less, and past life regressive hypnosis is generally considered unprofessional. The contention is that information derived from this type of therapy is the result of the therapist's suggestions and an overly stimulated patient's imagination. Furthermore, validation of historically accurate information is poorly correlated. Additionally, in most traditional psychotherapy circles, there is a fundamental bias against reincarnation that makes objectivity all but impossible. Despite these obstacles, dedicated clinicians like Michael Newton have persevered. Michael's work is particularly interesting in that all of his regressive hypnosis sessions are to the space between lives rather than to the actual past lives themselves. In this interim space, previous life highlights may surface that bring clarity to one's current condition and possible future lives. Michael's first book is Journey of Souls. It is short and compelling and filled with case study after case study. After reviewing many cases, Michael comes to the same fundamental conclusion about the space between lives that I have come to through my own experience and research. It seems that we are all members of what Michael calls soul cluster study groups. At any given time, some of us are physically embodied, like those of us reading or listening to this YouTube post. And some of us are disembodied. Those of us that are disembodied seem to be in a virtual classroom-like environment. In this classroom, there is a clearly designated primary teacher, as well as several teacher's assistants. It's also clear that students in the class have different aptitudes or skills. Everyone in the class has a singular goal, which is to help themselves and everyone else find the ideal, best next step for their personal spiritual awakening journey. When such a step is identified for an individual, the entire class rallies to their aid to help them actualize that step, which usually entails incarnating into a new baby body. As we advance on our own unique spiritual path, we may graduate to different soul cluster study groups. I'd like to end this week reading a quote from the introduction of my book, The Edge and Beyond. There are no accidents and no coincidences. This statement is not to support a deterministic view of our lives or existence. It is to acknowledge our capacity to perceive patterns and use free will to enter into a cause or effect relationship with the pattern. Our birthright and destiny is to become masters of causation. Thank you, and please join me next week as we journey deeper and deeper. If you are enjoying my content, please remember to subscribe, like, and share.